Hey guys, Thrasher here, and our 3 new Valentine's Day characters finally have their previews. Let's talk about it right now. Okay, so we have 2 different previews here actually. The Dragon Ball Legends official Twitter has posted previews of all 3 characters with gameplay and how their abilities are generally going to work, so we'll make sure to do that. Also, like I've said many times before, if you join my Discord, it's down in the description below. We have this linked up to all of the official Twitter posts, so as they get posted on Twitter, you'll see them in the Discord immediately, and you'll never be behind on this kind of news. The other announcement about these characters is in the actual game. So on the right side here, I'll post up the actual preview that's in the game, so you can see the color typing for all these characters as we talk about them and go through what's going on here. So as I go to each one, I'll press play on the gameplay preview. You can see how they work, and I will talk through the post itself and what it generally is going to mean for the character in the game. So let's start with Bulma first. We'll go ahead and hit play here, and Bulma Youth arrives. Special skill Dragon Radar switches her to another ally, ignoring substitution account, raises ally damage, and adds 1 Dragon Ball all at once. That's absolutely amazing. We'll talk about that in just a second. Also, her ultimate skill cancels enemy buffs on hit. Switch repeatedly and bring victory. So you could have this crazy team where you're running this Bulma, you're running a Hercule, and Hercule also has the ability to reduce substitution accounts. So you can use the special skill from this Bulma, switch into Hercule, use his ultimate skill, or his special move, sorry, and then switch back to this Bulma, and you can rack up Dragon Ball super fast if you want to try that. She also looks like she's going to be an absolutely amazing, let's run this again, absolutely amazing support character with her raising ally damage and switching out. So we'll have to see exactly how she works, but it looks like she's going to be a quality support unit. Let's move on to the second character, which I believe is Chi-Chi. Now, here's the thing about Chi-Chi. I thought this was going to be the young Chi-Chi that Goku first meets early in Dragon Ball. This is actually the teenage Chi-Chi from the World Tournament, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's the exact outfit she was wearing in the World Tournament. So let's talk about the character. Chi-Chi arrives. Chi-Chi inflicts 80% extra damage against Tag's Sun family with her unique ability. Draw her ultimate skill, Whirlwind Impact, with main ability and nullify unfavorable element factors. Finish off Goku and his fellow family members. So she's a very strong counter to a lot of the Goku characters we're going to see, whether it's Kaioken Goku, whether it's Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So all those she's going to do a ton of damage to, as well as all the Gohans, Gotens, things of that nature. So she's a good counter there. As far as her actual viability, we'll have to see her stats and her full kit, but it seems like she's going to give us, oh, weird camera thing there, sorry, but it seems like she's going to give us what we need as far as the ability to counter a lot of the very powerful characters that are in the game right now that are super meta. The other thing that we need for female warriors in general is a strong counter to the Broly still, because the female warriors don't have a super strong counter for him. They do have a couple options here that can put him away, but you want something that can completely shut him down, and then we need something for the Lineage of Evil stuff. So let's talk about the last character here, Videl, a melee attacker who possesses multiple abilities that raise strike damage when health is low. Activate her main ability, Unyielding Righteousness, to lower strike arts cost and hit your enemy with some heavy strikes. So there's nothing special that we learn here. She's going to be a melee damage dealer. She's going to do good damage. She's going to get some type of buff, probably a stacking buff, but we don't know that for sure. When she is doing strike damage, let's run this again. And you can reduce the cost of her strike arts. So she's going to need some pretty amazing base strike stats or increased strike damage abilities in her kit so that she's a great unit. Right now, there's not too much to know. All we know is she's going to be doing a lot of melee damage. Outside of that, I don't think there's anything more that we can glean from this preview. So on the right side, this whole time, you've seen the in-game preview. Let's talk about that for just a second here. So the only thing we really get from the in-game preview that we're not getting from these is the color typing. So we know Bulma's going to be blue, we know that Chi-Chi's going to be green, and Videl is going to be yellow. That's helpful. It allows female warriors to have a little more color wheel option as far as who you're going to choose when you're going into battle, but I don't think it's immensely important at this moment, just because there's so few very powerful female warrior characters that you're going to be picking more based on their toolkits than you are based on their colors. Now, colors are important, but I think at this point, you're probably going to want to bring the Chi-Chi, so that way you know you can shut down any Gokus. You're probably going to want to bring the Caulifla, because she does massive damage. So I don't think you're going to be picking too much based on color with the team right now, but those colors are there on the right just so you have them. And I know there's a shortage of slots for equipment right now, but as I said in the last couple of videos, make sure that you are farming those female warrior PvP equipment items, because they're going to be very powerful with all of these female warriors that you're running, if you're running female warrior characters. Even if you're not, make sure you farm a couple of them, because at some point here, we're going to be getting some pretty insane characters. At some point, Kefla's coming out. We know that. We just don't know when, and you're going to want the optimal equipment for her. It looks like that PvP item might be one of those possible options. So with that being said, that's all I've got for this video. If you guys think I missed anything, throw it down below. Let me know which of these 3 characters you think is going to be the most powerful, or which one you're waiting for when it comes out. Maybe you're not waiting for any of them. Let me know that too. And if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.